It's been called many things: the workhorse of American police, the shotgun that never fails, a weapon that outlived its creators. On store shelves, it appears simple, even unassuming. No flash, no ostentatious aggression like 21st century tactical models, just metal, wood, a long barrel, and clean lines. But it was precisely this simplicity that made the Remington 870 one of the most widely produced, reliable, and recognizable shotguns in US and then global history. Since its introduction in 1950, it has become a weapon seen by everyone, in the hands of sheriffs, farmers, soldiers, hunters, SWAT operators, athletes, and movie stars. It has been heard in Los Angeles police stations, in the mud of Vietnam, on snowy Iowa farms, on Nebraska shooting ranges, and in hundreds of films, from Lethal Weapon to The Terminator. Its silhouette is an American archetype, a symbol of rugged pragmatism and confident action. But behind this popular renown lies a story that could have ended differently, a story that began in the mid-20th century, when Remington was not in the best shape. Competitors were growing stronger, older models were becoming obsolete, and armies and police departments were demanding new weapons. They needed to create more than just a shotgun. They needed to create a revolution, something so reliable and well-designed that it would withstand the blows of fate, decades of use, and thousands of shots. Thus was born the project that would later be called the Wingmaster 870. It was created not as a premium weapon, not as an innovative breakthrough, but as a tool, a shotgun that had to work at all times, in sand, in the rain, with frozen gloves, in the hands of a novice or a veteran. Every detail, every pin, every millimeter of the design was designed for survival. But what began as a pragmatic project quickly became a cultural phenomenon. American police officers used to say that, if you hear the distinctive click of the bolt, it's done. Hunters prized it for its precision and smoothness, the military for its ease of maintenance, and firearms experts for its genius in detail. Today, more than 70 years later, the Remington 870 remains one of the most widely used shotguns on the planet. And if every gun has its own destiny, then the 870's is its journey from a simple working model to an enduring symbol of American strength and reliability. This story is about the creation of one of the most successful weapons of the 20th century. It explains why it became a legend, and it tells how the Remington 870 influenced generations of gunsmiths, intelligence agencies, hunters, and filmmakers. We'll look inside the design, explore the years of war and peace, analyze its technical solutions, and discover the secret to its phenomenal durability. In the late 1940s, Remington faced a problem. Their previous model, the Remington 31, while accurate and high quality, was inferior to competitors in terms of simplicity and production speed. Winchester, the company that produced the legendary pump-action the Model 12, was ahead of the curve. The market demanded a shotgun that would be inexpensive to produce, reliable, and easy to use. Remington engineers started the development from scratch, and what they achieved can be called one of the most successful compromises in the history of firearms. The main idea was simple: maximum reliability with minimum complexity. The Remington 870 received a solution that would determine its fate: a milled steel receiver. Unlike competitors who switched to aluminum, Remington retained steel, ensuring strength, durability, and resistance to stress. But of far greater significance was the dual rail system connecting the forend to the bolt carrier. At the time, this was an innovation. Most companies used a single rail. The dual rail system provided smooth, even movement of the forend, reducing the likelihood of distortions, high rate of fire when manually reloaded, incredible durability of the mechanism. This solution was so successful that many modern shotguns still use it today. Another triumph was hidden within the design: a built-in locking wedge, ensuring a secure grip between the barrel and receiver when firing. Ease of disassembly was key. The 870 can be serviced in the field in seconds without tools. The barrels could be changed in literally a minute, which allowed for the production of a huge number of modifications: hunting, police, tactical, and sporting. In the 1960s and 1970s, the U.S. experienced a rise in crime, and police departments needed a reliable and powerful firearm. Revolvers weren't up to the task. The Remington 870 was the ideal solution, robust, accurate, and easy to train with. It could fire shot, buckshot, rubber ammo, flashbangs, and gas ammo. Police officers valued its versatility. When you hear the click of 870, you immediately understand that there will be no more conversations, the officers said. The 870 became the standard for patrol cars, finding its way into millions of car racks across the country. The military also appreciated the model's potential. The shotgun, designated M870, was widely used in Vietnam. It performed flawlessly in dense jungle at short ranges. Soldiers noted that even in mud and high humidity, the 870 continued to function. It was later used in Operation Desert Storm, Iraq, Afghanistan, U.S. Navy Special Operations. Marine Special Forces praised it for its ability to withstand saltwater, sand, and impact. The 870 has appeared in over 400 films. It can be seen in the hands of police officers, hunters, action heroes, and even villains. It is used in films such as Terminator 2, Tactical Version, Taxi Driver, Escape from New York, Judge Dredd, Rock. Its characteristic twitching sound has become practically a separate special effect. Over its 70 years of existence, the Remington 870 has had more than 30 major versions. Wingmaster, a classic with a wooden stock; Police Magnum, reinforced parts, improved steel; Express is a budget version; Tactical is a modern platform for special forces; Marine Magnum is a stainless steel that is resistant to corrosion. Each modification is adapted to specific tasks, but the basis remains unchanged: reliability and simplicity. Secrets of success. The ideal design is strong, logical, and well thought out. Mass production. More than 11 million copies were produced. Modularity. Everyone can customize it to suit their needs. Availability. Huge price range. Versatility. Suitable for hunting, police, and the army. There are few models in the history of firearms that have survived 70 years without significant changes. The Remington 870 is one of them. Over its long history, the Remington 870 has traveled a path rarely followed by even the most celebrated firearms. It was born during an era when the country was transitioning from the Cold War industry of World War II to a new, peaceful reality. While numerous models were born, only a few became legends. The 870 entered this exclusive circle not through flashy presentations or advertising campaigns, but by proving its worth where it really counts, in real-world use. Today, 7 decades later, the Remington 870 remains a benchmark for reliability. Its design has changed little, not because the company couldn't update it, but because there was simply nothing to change. Every element is the product of engineering maturity, accumulated experience, and a precise understanding of the tasks a shotgun must perform. It doesn't strive for impressive design or be cutting edge. It simply works, and that's precisely the quality people value most about it. But the 870 phenomenon isn't just about mechanics. This weapon has become part of American identity. Anyone with even the slightest interest in American culture or history knows it. It's appeared in video games, Western action films, crime dramas, war films, posters, art galleries, and documentaries. Its silhouette is instantly recognizable: the long barrel, the simple receiver, the distinctive grip. It's become a visual code, a symbol of the moment when a situation spirals out of control and clear, decisive action is required. Its reloading click has become a signature sound in American pop culture, so recognizable that viewers often know what's coming. It's that moment of tension that leads to the denouement. And while the warning cock is more of a movie cliché in reality, it cemented the 870 in the popular consciousness as a weapon of power, confidence, and control. Over the decades, the Remington 870 has become a symbol of different eras. For police officers of the 1960s and 1970s, it was a guarantee of safety in the patrol car. For soldiers in Vietnam, it was a reliable close combat tool. For farmers, it was a protector from wild animals. For sportsmen, it was a versatile competition platform. For hunters, it was an indispensable companion, reliable in snow, heat, or rain. The 870 has become a weapon that brings generations together. It's passed down from father to son like a family heirloom. It's bought by beginners because it's easy to understand and forgiving. It's chosen by professionals because it knows no compromises in reliability. Even Remington's crisis and bankruptcy couldn't affect its standing. On the contrary, the 870 became a symbol of stability in a time of instability. When everything around it was crumbling, the 870 remained unchanged. People continued to buy it, discuss it, improve it, and assemble it. It became timeless, and this is the essence of legend. True icons don't become legends through marketing. They become so because people trust them. The Remington 870 won the trust of millions of workers, police officers, soldiers, hunters, and ordinary citizens. It proved that simplicity isn't a flaw, but the highest level of craftsmanship. That reliability isn't a characteristic, but a philosophy. That durability isn't an accident, but the result of the right decisions. As long as hunting, sport, police, special forces, and simply people who need a reliable weapon exist, the Remington 870 will be there. It can be modernized, adapted, and customized for any task, but at its core, it will remain what it was in 1950, an honest, straightforward working tool designed to get the job done without fail. And perhaps that is why, looking at him, it is impossible to escape the thought. Sometimes the greatest things are the simplest.